Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra Bazak. Okay, again, I'm to help the Muslims to leave Islam and keep away from Islam. Now, recently, uh, I've got a lot of help from the Ismailis through via Empowering Family who's been here, who comes here and helps us. So much grateful to him and those helping him, the Ismailis. And this website they've created or he's given us, which I will share with you. It has the Quran index of surahs. This is the Ismaili website. So you can go to this and I'll give you the home page here. Copy. Also this. And then if anyone has any questions, can ask me. Now we have this Ismaili website that I have found by the help of Empowering Family. Sorry. Hope you can hear me clearly, loud and clear. And you can check which ayats are there, which ayats you can compare, if you like, from the with the Sunni Quran. So, like which ayats are there, what translations. Translations, actually, the page takes you to this corpus.quran.com, isn't it? When you click, it says click on the translation. So I'll just show you here. See. So this is the Ismaili website of the Quran interpretation and how many ayats are there in each surah. You can see and compare it with the Sunni Quran. Some ayats are there in the Sunni Quran, but are not here in this on this website. Then what you do is, if you want to search a hadith, search by keyword, search by book. You can do that. This is the Ismaili. To perform a general search, click here. To perform an IE search, click here. Monoreality info. You can even, if you have any questions or suggestions, please email to info@monoreality.org. Sorry, my voice is cracking up and a bit like this, not very clear. So I'm so honored. So it's ironic actually to get so much help from the Ismailis, but seeing contradictions and all now. Through the article of the Ismaili, I will go there later on, but just the basic thing I'll show you. Like for example, can you see here? Okay, I'll click to Surah 2, Surah Baqarah, then you can see how many surahs, in this surah, Surah Baqarah, the second chapter of the Quran, you can see how many ayats they have. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not there, then 7, then 10, from 7 to 10, then from 10 to 16, 17, 18. Now, what is important for us is, so those ayats that are not here are not in the Shia Quran then. And then what's important is this ayat, so you see, a key to wisdom, investigation of miracles. The verse has been referred. So it gives you where the verse has been referred. This mu'jiza, the word mu'jiza, which is translated into English as miracle. All this, for now, we don't need to go into how many times this verse has been referred to Sayyidina Muhammad, glory be to the Lord. Am I anything but a man, a messenger, miracle? So I need to figure this out why it starts with this, the verse, then going back to Surah 2, Ayat 62. If you want the translations of this ayat, you click here and it opens another tab which you can't see here. Share this tab. So it opens to this site and it has various translations. Doesn't tell us the Ismaili website doesn't tell us which translation is preferable, which to choose from. Anyhow, you see. So the basic thing is that those who believe in the Quran or those who follow the Jewish scriptures, meaning, and the Christians and the Sabians, any who believe in Allah and the last day and work righteousness, shall have their reward with the Lord. On them shall be no fear, nor shall they grieve. Right? So they have no fear. The Jews, Christians, and Sabians, any who believe in Allah and the last day and work righteousness, shall have their reward with the Lord. On them shall be no fear, nor shall they grieve. There's another ayat like this, but I'm not going to go. It's in Surah Maida. I'm not going to go to that surah. I think it's in Surah Maida. What I'm going to go to is show you another Ismaili website, like I've been showing you from the previous live streams. So if you didn't understand them and it went too fast, because Empowering Family was here, Blitz to Be was asking questions. So I have to digest it myself. I don't know how long that will take, that I've received this help and all this. Anyhow, I went to this website on my own, the Ismaili Gnosis, Proof of Prophecy, a logical argument for Muhammad's prophethood. Then tells you where this explanation comes from. There's Al Khan the third statement and Al Khan the fourth statement here. Unconditional reality, the purpose of this article, what is the purpose. So actually, in short, the Ismaili belief, if we may call it, is this. On the contrary, a proper historical reading of the Quran actually shows that salvation is not the exclusive right of any single religious community, but rather is based on recognizing God, responding to God's blessings appropriately, and performing virtuous deeds. Now you can see this another ayat. So this goes with that ayat, Surah Baqarah ayat 60 that I just, 62. Surah Baqarah ayat 62 that I just showed you is there in the Ismaili Quran, and it just leads to another different website translation for all Muslims to see. Now the ayat that is I searched out from the Sunni Quran, this one that I haven't mentioned in my previous live streams about this comparative studies, Ismaili and Sunni, and also, see that both of them are wrong, and where they, even the Ismailis have contradicted themselves. So here, there's a Sunni, there's a ayat which says Islam is the religion, Islam is the only religion which God will accepted by Allah. Okay, and I'll show you how the Quran ayat goes. So now this is in Ale Imran, Surah Ale Imran, verse 85. Do you see this? So you would say, oh, even this contradicts what the Ismailis belief is, according to this article from the Ismaili website, ismailinotices.com, proof of prophecy, a logical argument for Muhammad's, So, prophecies, what I pointed out earlier. So you'd say, oh, here it says, whoever seeks a faith in this ayat, Surah Al Imran, verse 85. Now, this is a Sunni, which even the 12 Rishiyas use, and they may not know that this ayat is not in the Shia Quran, which was with Imam Ali. So, the Ismailis claim that they have the true Quran, which was given to Imam Ali. And so, I have to open another, go to the home. I don't get confused here. So what I do is go back. I go to the home page. Okay. Now against that ayat, which is in the Quran, all Muslims use, but the Ismailis. Let's see if the Ismailis, but the Ismailis don't, may not have some of the ayats, right? And so you go to search Quran. This is the Ismaili website. And then you go to Al Imran verse. Click Surah 3 and then go down and check if there is a ayat here. In Al Imran, verse 84. You see, after 83, there's no 84. So that's true. The Ismailis don't have this Sunni ayat, Sunni Quran ayat, this ayat. And whoever desires other than Islam as religion, never will it be accepted from him. And he, in the hereafter, will be among the losers. Get it? So this 85 ayat in Al Imran of the Ismaili website is not there. Cross mark. This ayat, sorry. Not the surah. Surah is there. But this ayat is not there. Therefore, they say here on the Ismaili article again, is by Ismaili Notes, on the contrary, a proper historical reading of the Quran actually shows that salvation is not the exclusive right of any single religious community, but rather is based on recognizing God, responding to God's blessing appropriately, and performing virtuous deeds. The previous ayat I showed you in Surah Nisa, Surah Baqarah ayat 62. The Jews, the Christians, the Sabians should have no fear if they believe in Allah in the last day and all this, right? So from that also you can see that what they've written here, according to their belief, is true. So far, so good. No contradictions. But taking this article and what the Ismailis believe here, on the contrary, you don't see Ali Imran verse 85, or wait, which one is it? Just let me see. Right? 85 on their website. So this ayat is not there, which says, whoever seeks a faith other than Islam, it will never be accepted from him, and he, in the hereafter, will be among the losers. This ayat is not there. Just waiting, see when it's come now. So 85 ayat is not there in you know, Al Imran's 85 ayat of the Sunni is not there. Imam Ali didn't have it then, as I showed you earlier. 85 ayat is missing. From 81, 83, it goes to 92. From 83 goes to 92, jumps to 92. So many ayats missing. And the 85 of the Sunni Quran, which says Islam, any other religion than Islam will not be accepted. And this ayat is not there in the Ismaili Quran. Okay, you get it? What I found was that, so this help was very, very crucial, essential for me. And it's such a, I cannot say in words how much it means to me, empowering family. God bless him immensely, always his family members. And those Ismailis who helped me, his Highness Akhan. Salutations unending to you all. And for his work and effort put, reading, making things easy last time when he was here on my live stream, and always when he's here, but at that time, when he made it easy for me, because you know about Surah 70, Surah, the other ayat also, Surah Nisa ayat. So now we go to that other ayat where empowering family and I, we both agreed that this is suspicious thing going on, but for every ayat they have that other website to go to. Just a minute, please. I just have to mute myself for a sec. Okay, sorry about this. So I took more than a second, I think. Okay, now to this ayat. We go to, so there's no Ali Imran verse 84, okay? So we go to that ayat where, homepage, Quranic verses. Surah Nisa, the obliterating of faces ayat. Surah Nisa ayat. Now, the Ismaili, now you understand this, that the Ismaili Quran, surprisingly, shockingly, has this verse. That means Imam Ali's Quran has this verse, right? 87, 87 of Surah Nisa. So click there, all the translations. But this is very important for this ayat, the translation, because it says here, and all the 1,000 wisdom chapter below verses have been, they just tell you where these verses, a word of the verse has been mentioned, but no explanation by the, just as the sacred hadith says, I'm the companion of he who remembers me. God's mercy and blessings are in degrees until one attains his holy vision, and what is mentioned in verse 4, Surah 4, 87, who is more true in statement than Allah, becomes clear to him. Jawless companion. That's all. But problem is, it gives us, it has the verse 87, and it says to click here to see the translations. So it hasn't, the Ismaili website hasn't itself given the translation here of this ayat, Because if you, and all it's given is about that the statement that Allah has given here is more true. Who is more true than the statement? Than in statement than Allah? Who is more true in statement than Allah? So do they have only this part of the ayat? Sorry, excuse me. Doesn't seem like it, right? Doesn't seem like it. Sorry, excuse me. Oh, click here to, because it says click here to see the translations, and it doesn't have anything saying that about when we click here, it'll give us the whole Sunni Quran ayat translation. It doesn't say, it doesn't mention that the other parts of the ayat are not there in our Quran. It doesn't say that. It's very essential that they state that here. The Ismailis state that, because then this ayat has, right, what does this ayat have? Allah, sorry, 87. Oh, sorry, I was, but the same thing for, oh, sorry, I just made a big mistake here about the ayat number. But it's in Surah Nisa at 47, not 87. Sorry. So you see, even with that, okay, with that also, 47. So, for example, so you can just take the 87 ayat of Surah 4 as an example. And then we go back to the home page, or should have gone to back just fourth surah. So even in this 47, not 84, it has the ayat. Otherwise, if didn't have this ayat, now it doesn't even say that, part of the ayat is not there. So it explains this verse has been referred 2 times. And it gives, you can click on this and this, but very dangerous, because this verse, when you click here, it takes you to another website. This one, right? Again, showing you, again, the same website where the translations are given of the Quran ayats. So this Surah 4 ayat 47 is in Ismaili Quran, and it should say what is exempted from this ayat. O you who were given the scriptures, believe in what we have sent down to Muhammad, meaning to Muhammad is in brackets. So let's take another one. Let's take pigtail. Oh no. Oh yeah. This will be a little difficult for those who don't understand English properly. Arbery, you who have been given the book. Oh, so Arbery says, you who have been given the book. Who are they? Ismaili site hasn't, the Ahli Kitab, the Jews and the Christians, believe, believe we can safely reach to that conclusion, as the Jews and the Christians are referred to in the Quran ayahs. Believe in what we have sent down, confirming what is with you, before we obliterate faces and turn them upon their backs, or curse them as we cursed the Sabbath men. Yeah, Sabbath men, not the Sabbath breakers. You see, it's Sahabas, the Sabbath men. God help you if you have, if you're fasting. Excuse me, please. Oh God, I'm kind of feeling really terrible. Sorry, excuse me. Sabbath men and God's command is done. What? So you see, this also I was correcting the Sunni Quran.com's translation. It's not Sabbath breakers. Sabbath men. So let's take Arbery, maybe close to Ismaili, Imam Ali's translation. But still, it has this. Before we obliterate faces, God is warning you. Now, what does this tell us? Contradiction. Sunni and Ismaili, both. Because the Ismailis, have they forgotten that this ayat is there in their Quran? So saying on what basis that on the contrary, a proper historical reading of the Quran actually shows that salvation is not the exclusive right of any single religious community. Yes, they have that. They don't have that ayat, the Surah Al Imran ayat 85, right? That only Islam, the religion, will be accepted, no other by Allah. Only that is accepted. But here we see, like, for example, then, or the other one which says, if you are Jews, Christians, and Sabians, you have nothing to fear if you believe in Allah, or if, yeah, the Jews and the Sabians and the Christians and the Sabians have nothing to fear because they believe in Allah, if they believe in Allah in the last day and this and that. Right. So far, the Ismailis were going very well with their belief, and what is written here shows their belief in this. And the ayat they would quote, that ayat they will quote, I know that because as a Shia, I kind of guessed it, right? I would also quote that ayat for the Pakistanis who have been, terrible with the Shias, extremist Sunnis, and even some Sunnis who have been. It doesn't matter to us, but for the sake of the unity of the Muslims, should not spread false rumors and all this. Should be stopped and love each other because it's a false rumor. In Surah Nur ayat, it's a very heavy in the sight of Allah, very serious matter, grave matter in the sight of Allah. So the exclusive right of any single religious community, this and what else is there? This ayat, Surah Nisa ayat, which I've been showing you since I found the Ismaili Quran website with the help of Empowering Family, is what? Contradictory. And this Quran ayat is there in the Ismailis Quran. However, the implications of the argument should not be overstated. We are not claiming that Islam, as it developed historically, only historically, right, is the only true religion, or that the Quran is God's literal dictated speech, or that those who do not recognize Muhammad as a prophet are condemned. We are not claiming that. On the contrary, when you see, it's saying that you see the Quran's proper historical reading of the Quran, and maybe the true Quran, then it shows that salvation is not. Now, how would the Sunnis, then what the ex-Muslims have worked, and here what Empowering Families helped us with? So we compared the Sunni Quran with the Shia Quran, the Ismaili Shia to be precise, thanks to them. The Shias don't know this. The other Shias, maybe even the Bori Shias don't know this, or maybe even, but I'm just guessing that. But I know the 12 Shias think Imam Mehdi has the true Quran, or the religious scholars who have been hiding this from us, 12 Shia, common people, common Shias. So there's that this. So which ayats are there? That this ayat, in Surah Nisa, sorry, Surah Al Imran, verse, I keep making it. Sorry, Surah Al Imran, verse 85, right? Which says, what does it say? Oh, you, no. So, which says that only Islam will be accepted. The Sunnis will say, oh my God, the Ismailis are contradicting. But if they check, Al Imran verse 85 is not in the Quran. So they can safely say, they thought, whoever seeks a faith. No, you see, it was one community before. So it says, right, that uh, any community, religious community who believes in God and does good will receive its God's blessings and will be blessed in all this. So there was one community, Quran ayat. There are two of these Quran ayats that I found. Uh, Surely this religion of yours is only one, and I'm your Lord, so fear me alone. This community of yours is one community. No, no. What about searching Surah 23 at 52 now? But I was going to another ayat. There was only one community. Surah Yunus, ayat 19. Yes, I remember I've done this long time ago. Salahuddin was here while, or he wasn't, but during that time when the Saudi brother was here, Salahuddin. Humanity was once nothing but a single community sharing this. Surah Yunus ayat 19 of belief of believers. They put in I don't know this, but but it's not important. But everything is important actually. Believers. Then they differed. Had it not been for a prior decree from your Lord there. Surah Maida at 48. If God had so willed, He would have made you one community, but He wanted to test you through that which He has given you. Oh God. No, no. But there was one community. Let's go to Surah Yunus at 19. And then they started to differ. Single community, but then they differed. Had it not been for a prior decree from your Lord, the differences would have been settled. So God allowed the differences. Had it not been prior decree, even His decree, prior decree, that He allows these differences. So pluralistic, that's where the Imam comes in, Ismaili Imam, and brings in, saying it's proof, please embrace each humanity in one. We've made you from one soul. And this, and single community, it's the decree of Allah. If had Allah willed, you would have been single community, but there would be differences. It's the decree of Allah. Let's see if Surah 10 ayat 19 is there. This just reminds me. Hope you do. So, these kind of things happening. What shall I say now? Oh no, why am I going to Surah? Q, Wiki, Mono Reality. Ismaili, Quran. What's the ayat now? Surah 10, Surah Yunus, ayat 19. Uh, no. Ismailis don't have in the Quran, as in Surah 10, the 19 ayat. This is all they have. Oh, so they don't have 19. Okay, let's go to 10. In verse, they said, and He lays abomination upon those who have no intellect. Who have no intellect, or who don't use their intellect, although they have intellect. Oh my God, Ismailis. According to the purport, I mean, you have such intellectual, knowledgeable Harvard University, educated, even your women, and how could, what's this? Uh, who have no intellect or who do not use their intellect? What kind of lack of intellect is condemned so severely? Does this judgment not automatically prove that very great praise of religious intellect is the highest purification by the intellect alone? Let's see. Oh, goodness. Here, the one who remains ignorant of religious realities. Oh, what's this intellect then? Religious intellect? The very great praise of religious intellect. Oh, who do not have a religious intellect. Oh, God, trying to understand. Okay. Anyways, this is not the topic right now. But comparatively, we'll be finding verses and taking U turns, and there are these, really crossroads, and sharp turns that we have to take. I wonder where Empowering Family is today. But what a shock for me. And thank you so much for this work, for helping me seeking a seeker of truth. So, but Surah 4, Ayat 47 is there, right? And Surah Yunus, Ayat 18, even this humanity was one community is not there. Imam Ali seems to have missed out on some. So, what was Empowering Family was saying that the light that I was questioning, that, oh, because Imam Ali actually accepted leadership, being Mullah, master, spiritual leadership, but not the political leadership. Do you mean that, Empowering Family? Are you here listening? I'm still confused about that. So that's how they got the light and the line Imam. There's a verse which says if these Imams are good, they, and the wives, no, not good, but the Imams who pray, I think they pray, give us joy of in spouses. English is going haywire. Those who Surah Furqan at 74, and now I'll have to even check if the Ismailis have this. First, I've checked the Sunni Quran. Surah 25 at 74 says, they are those who pray, our Lord, bless us with pious spouses, and offspring will be the joy of our hearts and make us models for the righteous. There are the Imams. Let me just change this interpretation in line. Oh, sorry, the what do you call it, transliteration of this, and something else. And then I'll show you this Quran ayat here. Share this with you. So, and those who say, our Lord, grant to us from our spouses as Wajin and our offspring comfort to our eyes and make us a leader for the righteous. So that's how Imam Ali was gifted, because he relinquished the political leadership. They are those who do not bear false witness. And when, oh, this is the description, and then you see, they're called imams here. And those, when they are with the Lord, so they have to follow these things, these rules. They are so these are, and those who say, "Our Lord, grant us from Muttaqin, a leader." From the righteous, a leader. So grant us leadership as an imam. Unless they fulfill all this criteria, all the criterion or criteria, where is it? In plural is form. And whoever repents. So Imam Ali must have come, they say, fulfilled all these rules. Then you become an Imam. Then your prayer is answered, and then God chooses you as an Imam. So this is how Imamat is chosen by God. Let's see, Surah Furqan ayat, which one was it? And so, our Lord bless us with spouse. 74 ayat of Surah Furqan in the Ismaili. Before I forget, quickly. Uh, oh no, 74. So, and it doesn't even say Surah Furqan. So I have to remember the surah number now. 25 in this. Okay. Sorry about that, but I'm back right now on remembering numbers. Okay, 75. 25, and then, yeah, let me see. 74. So Ismaili. Okay, Ismailis have 74 in Surah Furqan, these ayats. 71, 72, 73, 74. Fulfilling this, the Imams become Imams, whether it's the son of an Imam or the grandson of an Imam. See translation. Click here or click here. Wherever you click. So this verse has been referred 0 times, so nothing. But when you click here, it's the same translation. I think they haven't. You can take any of the translations here. I guess. I'm guessing. I don't know. When empowering family will come, I hope he can help me more on the step by step. Sorry, I will need him and his help much here. Those shall be recompensed with the highest heaven, for that they endured patiently, and they shall receive therein a greeting and peace. Excuse me? No, Surah Furqan is 25, 74. Oh, where was I now? Go back. You can't. 75, 74. Sorry, it's 74. Oh, yes. It's before this ayat. And it's there in the Ismaili Quran, ayat 74 of Surah Furqan. And those who say, Our Lord, grant us from among our wives and offsprings comfort to our eyes and make us an example. No. Make us an imam, lead to the righteous. So they become like this an imam, model to the God-fearing. An imam, leaders for the muttaqun. It says imam, the Arabic word. So let's see what Mahsan Khan says. Surah Baqarah 2 and the footnote of Al Imran verse 164. But right now we're not concerned with that, just wanted to check that. We're just concerned with uh, whether the Quran, Ismaili Quran has Surah 25 as 74 ayat. So it does. Here it is. Special prayer of the Imam is mentioned in verse Surah 25 ayat 74, which is, and those who say, Our Lord, grant us of our wives and our offspring that which refreshes our eyes and makes us Imam of the righteous ones. And make us Imam of the righteous ones. The wisdom of this verse is that those who pray in this way are the Imams, because it is they who pray to become Imams in the chain of their holy offspring, the real. And we can see what the rest. I have to take a break, sorry. And thank you so much for those helping who have helped. I'll come back later. I have to go abruptly. Thank you for all your help. God bless you all. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. So